Who's my friend? You. You're my friend. Today, baby dolls, we're going to speak about some hard data. I know you like it hard. Family-friendly show. Like, subscribe. PulseChain. More data that it's undervalued. I mean, you can do this for free. That's why I do it. Other people charge. Look at this. I go out here and I compare other chains. PulseChain, friends, compared to Cardano. Now, it's not to pick on Cardano. I'm just telling you, it's an insane discrepancy with the valuations here. And I mean in freaking insane. It's a 22x price difference. Wow. How does that happen? You're going to see how that happens. Well, look at this. PulseChain, right? Very undervalued. Cardano does $6 million of volume per day on its DEXs. And it's worth 17 billion valuation. If you want to find this yourself, you can literally just go to DeFi Llama here. You click on change, you can go to Cardano, and you can see where it is. You can see this volume, 24-hour part. There you go. It's doing like 6 million. And I'm going to play for you some nice, gentle Habibi music because I just discovered something. Looking at the data right now, which just shows you the absolute abomination of how low this thing is and deeply undervalued. All right, I don't really care. Keep selling. Keep selling. I'll keep buying. Give me all the time in the world. I don't really care. Because if you've been watching my show, which I know you have, when other lottery tickets pay off, you can rotate them into cheaper pulse. See, for example, with Bitcoin, right? Let's say you're playing in poop coins. Would you rather rotate into Bitcoin from the profit if Bitcoin's like 20K or 100K? Clearly, you would rather rotate when Bitcoin's 20K because you know it's still got like another 5x to get up there if it does. Okay, it's the same principle with Pulse. So that's why it's very lucrative to play in the degen altcoin land and for these soy boy sellers to keep attacking the price down. Now look at this. Look where PulseChain is down here. You see this column here? This column, friends, I'm going to highlight it here for you. That is doing around $10 million of volume per 24 hours. Now, I don't know if that has all the DEX volume itself, DeFi Llama. It probably just has maybe PulseX. Might be missing a few ones, because the data is different if you go to DEX Screener, saying like, 12 million-ish, but that doesn't really matter. Who cares, right? It's about double Cardano, all right? You want to know what's interesting? Look at this, friends. Coinbase's chain is doing roughly the same amount as PulseChain. Coinbase. Crazy, right? That's nuts. Just to tell you like how wildly mispriced some things can get. Now, how's that mispriced? Just to let you know, like, there's the thing. Coinbase, they don't have a coin for the chain. They're in Ethereum layer 2, right? But they have 100 million customers. So you just got to think, right? Just think about this. The market does not have enough degens playing in Coinbase chain. But technically it should. Because technically there's 100 million customers who are literally going to be siphoned into the chain as soon as the bull market starts getting really heated up. They're literally just going to say, hey, come on board. Because that's what Coinbase's plan is to like pump all our bags up, okay? This should show you, like, is everybody playing in Coinbase chain now? No, they're not. It's as dead as PulseChain, right? $12 million of volume per day, which is still great. Still good, but it's not like, the giant ones. So this should show you that everybody's attention moves like a locust. And while everybody just says your thing is worth zero, I think it's cheap and good time to buy. You want to know something else? Right? Look, I am doing this for free. People charge for these, friends. That's how much I love you. Okay, I don't want anything from you. Nothing. Just like, subscribe, share with your friends and family, confirm friendship in the comment section. If you make a lot of money at the end of it, you can send it to my public address, yourfriendsomi.eth, send me 1 ETH. If you don't make heaps, whatever. It's fine, okay? I'm just here for the friendship. Look at this. Pooey, okay, friends, look at Pooey. You see Pooey here? SUI. Pooey's volume is $21 million. Now, I want you to guess what's Pooey's fully diluted valuation. It is 7.7 billion. It is literally 9 times higher than PulseChain. Now, the funny thing is, if you go to the actual Pooey on DEX Screener, which I'm going to do right now, I'm going to show you, right? You see these, friends, this is because luckily we're going into the weeds. So the market is completely mispricing all these. And that's fine. This happens from time to time. It takes like a big catalyst, like maybe Bitcoin price and Ethereum and the Bitcoin halving to make everybody like wake up to stuff, okay? So Pooey up here, you can see on Dex Screener, it's actually doing less volume than PulseChain. So that DeFi Llama, they got some errors with how they calculate stuff, but that's okay. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. Now, here's the thing you can do. You see this volume tab? I'm going to sort it, friends. Look at this. The two biggest volume, which is literally, that is 7 out of $8 million. So of the $8 million of volume done, 7 million is literally just the Pooey coin SUI being arbitraged with the exchanges. That's it. So there are exchanges, there are market makers, MEV scum, right? They basically sit there. They have like 0% fees near, super cheap. They sit on Binance, on Bybit, on all the other ones, on Coinbase. And then when SUI moves on one exchange, they'll go to the SUI, the Pooey chain, they'll grab the inventory and they'll hedge with the exchange that's moved. Okay, so that's doing what I call fake volume. That's trash volume. That's not real economic activity. That's literally like, that's them hedging amongst themselves. Okay, that would literally be like if you're at the supermarket and you went to go buy a bottle of milk for like $3, and then someone comes in and front runs you, and then they buy it off you for $3.01, and then they sell it back to you for $3.02. You see that little like waste of space? The GDP of an economy would be counting that 4 times. It'd be your buy and sell, and then that market maker, that trash subhuman market maker, theirs would also increase by buy and sell, and they would like quadruple it. But you know that's not like real economic activity. Like that person who just came and front run you at the cashier line, there's like a waste of space. That's nothing, okay? But that's exactly, literally one for one, exactly what's happening when you see this. See, this is, friend, this is like these mispricings and fundamental stuff. I know you just want the market to make up. No. These are the home runs. Home runs, they don't like last for like a day or a week and then you get like an ultra moonshot. No. They last for a long time. That's why you check my bio out. Deep value, contrarian investment. That's what I look for. I want deep, cheap prices. I want something so deep and so cheap that I can pay up a 2 or 3x and it's still cheap. That's how deep and cheap I want them. That's why you've watched my lottery tickets. I draw bars of not financial advice, friends. Go buy stocks and go buy bonds. Okay, I'm literally a guy on the internet wearing a Pikachu hat. But now you get to see the style. This is how you actually win in the game. Okay, you don't win in the game by doing these leverage trading, 2-for-1 stuff here and there. You can if you're in the top like 5%, but most people aren't. Okay, and you can't really go all in, right? So I know what people want, right? They want to like go and stack stuff in, but this is how you do it. This is literally Warren Buffett. This is all the deep value investors. This is how they actually bink it, right? They grab all these pieces of information. They go, oh, wow, the market thinks there's like a 10% chance of this thing working, but actually the data says like there's a 90% chance of it working. So looking at Pooey, you can see that. And Pooey, right, we know it's a grift chain. We know its fully diluted market cap is 7.7 billion. It's 9 times higher than PulseChain, which is doing more volume on it. And remember, PulseChain, nothing's listed on the exchanges, nothing. So all the volume, when you go and look at it, it's what we call real economic activity. Now, our economic activity is, of course, degeneracy, which is like Atropa, pDai, Hex Orange Address, okay? It is the teddy bears. It is everybody playing around with these new coins, okay? It is, but technically it is, that's what it is. It's the economic activity within a country. So you can come and see this yourself. Look, it's doing 12 million. So it's doing more than Pooey itself. And if you sort by the volume, you can see it, right? This is Pulse, Hex. This is some Ethereum, okay? With, I don't even know if it's the meme coin Ethereum or no, it's the real Ethereum. So you see that real Ethereum, their arbitrage between the changes, okay? That's what we call, that cash registry, the MEV front runner, that scum volume. Yeah, that's what we would call the equivalent here. But it's only, look, 1 million. 1 out of 12 million is like arbitrage trash volume, and 11 out of 12 million is healthy economic degen activity. It's literally inverted from the Pooey chain, and look at the valuation difference. But of course, why has Pooey got a higher valuation? It's because it's on exchanges, okay? It's on the exchanges, they're grifting it, and they've only done like a certain amount of unlocks. That's why they can do it and keep it like that. But that's the game, right? That's the game. Where's your opportunity? Were you in the Pooey ICO? Okay, we don't want to be in the Pooey ICO because you can probably allocate your capital much better than that. But you get the point. So I've shown you, right, from the data here, just going through extreme misvaluations, but that's fine. And remember how we started, right, looking at Cardano. So you can tell something is wrong with the picture when it comes to these, but we know what the answer is, right? It's just too many soy boy sellers. That's fine. So, you can just conclude, right? Remember, PulseChain's doing twice the volume of Cardano, and it's only a tiny 0.8 billion valuation. It's 800 million. And that's removing the origin address. Of course, people might say, well, the origin address, blah, blah, blah. Look, you can make that assumption. I don't count it as circulating. That's just me, because he, she, they, them didn't dump hex from the origin address. So I'm just assuming, okay, they're not going to be dumped on PulseChain. Okay. Now, the difference of that is enormous. Okay. It's literally, like I mentioned before, it's like 21x. It's huge. And we know it's not about the fundamentals right now. It is paper hand soy boys. This is it. Markets move in cycles. Why are they selling? It's because their wife's boyfriend hasn't dropped her off in literally weeks. Doesn't know where their wife is. That's these people selling. Okay, they have no idea what's going on. And when you see these red candles, remember there are stories behind them, and we attach these narratives, but you can still see, man, 68 streamers, 140 content creators, not going anywhere. Now, I love to chart on the weekly chart because it summarizes everything. And everyone, you've been watching me for a while, you know that if you start going to these daily and 4-hour candles, it becomes very, very hard to make sense of what's going on. So, I mean, look at this opportunity, man. You still have PulseChain below day one sack, 50%, still deeply undervalued. And this is what you want. This is literally what you want. Maybe another chains, you can take profit into it. There's other things out there you can buy, friends. Look, there's other chains. It's cool. But I want you, show me the research where they're cheap. Show it to me, okay? Show me where they're cheap. Now, you might say, well, Solana went up. Yes, it went up. It's done. What about Avalanche? It went up. Avalanche to the top, you're only getting like a 2 or 3x on your ETH. See, I want cheap. I'm not saying other things won't go up. Of course they will. I'm telling you, I want cheap. Are you in here to do you have, can I ask you, do you have a $1.4 million allocation and you're happy with the 3x? No, you don't. You got like a $1,400 allocation and you're trying to bink it, or 14K. That's most people, okay? We know what the future is and we know what everybody's dealing with. So a lot of people are chugging soy, but this is the actual picture I want to look at. This is just the pulse chart. And funny enough, if we got to that 21x, if we matched Cardano, dear Eric, he's going to lose his bet and he must tweet publicly that he's actually my friend and he must permanently follow me again. So it's just funny that the exact valuation to match Cardano is right at that point. And, you can spit it anyway. It doesn't really matter, friends. This data, it's important, right? It's important because, like I said, conviction. Now, obviously, most people, if you're in it, you can tell a lot of people, it's a cult, strong community. A lot of people are like super all in already. They don't need to increase their bet size. But I'm here just to tell you, yes, the data hasn't changed. Okay, prices go down. Yeah, we're still underpriced. Every day you hope that things go up. But yeah, from all my videos that I've shown you before, there was a common theme. And the theme was the market doesn't fully wake up until Bitcoin breaks its all-time high. That's 3 out of 3 times. 2012, 16, and 20, okay, was the Bitcoin halving year each time. There was a kick up, right? There was an ignition, right? There was a little spark. But like the true awakening of altcoins wasn't until Bitcoin broke that all-time high. The all-time high, for some reason, everyone goes, that's it, give me everything I can. Now, obviously, we're a bit scared because, Bitcoin only stops at 80K, kind of screws up the whole all-time high thing. Or does it? No, it doesn't. Why? Because if Bitcoin breaks 69K, friends, you don't need Bitcoin to go to 120,000. You don't need it to go there. You just need people to think it's going there. And they'll reprice everything. So they will buy altcoins with ferocity. It will be very violent. Which retailer is going to buy Bitcoin at 70K? Okay, maybe it's going to 100 plus 50%. They're not here for plus 50%. You know what they're here for. They're here for the big, fat, sexy moonshots. So, I don't really care, man. If soy boys just want to keep selling, let them keep selling. I've got the weekly super trend here. It's got to close a week roughly around the day one sack and above, and then we can get super, super excited. That's why, I know, man, you can't do anything about it. I've even got just like the 9 EMA here. Doesn't really matter. This is it, friends. This is literally it, this line. This is a weekly trend. It's literally, you are not going to feel any happiness until this line red flips green, which means you need to finish a week above that day one sack, and then it's go time. Then you have like the actual rocket fuel, like rocket pad launch zone starting. Remember, that's a weekly chart. Weekly. Look how far away we are. Like it's nowhere near close. So that's why I don't really get my hopes up or anything. I know what these charts look like from any other coin. Okay, they just sit there around and around, and then slowly, after a number of weeks or months, it starts to trickle higher. And guess what? The first time it pings, no one even really gets excited because no one believes it. Okay, this exact same thing that happened with Chainlink when Chainlink finally closed above $8 for a week, right? So now you have all the information here. Depends what you want to do with it. I'm here finding information on different chains. Other chains, they're great, friends. They're going to be great things that appear and they can go up, but how much can you go in them? Like, can you tell? Are they okay, they're undervalued. How much are they undervalued? They're going up, all right. How much are they going up? Can you put this piece of the puzzle together, right? Are there token unlocks that can screw things up? Are they already listed on centralized exchanges? Yeah, most of them are. So you're not that early. And these are the things you just got to figure out when it comes to just navigating this space, because there's a lot of layer one chains. And you might just end up finding that people's perceptions of what they thought was a good buy, right? It's obviously not the winning strategy. What they think is a good buy is the words they hear on mainstream influencers. It's logos being spammed in places, okay? It is like esteemed, respected individuals in the space saying, oh, I accept this chain. That's what they think is their path to riches. No, friends. You go look at every single freaking winning investor from any cycle, any period. The winner was somebody who literally stared in the face at red candle soy boy sellers and said, you know what? You got a hunch back and you're wrong. I'm buying off you. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all. Don't forget, I'm still wearing a Pikachu hat, friends. It can all go to zero, but I hope it doesn't. Catch you soon.